Can you turn the speaker off, please? Hello, folks. Wow. What a morning we've had, I'll tell you. It's been crazy. Welcome to the guitar making channel. My name's Mark Bailey and I like teaching people how to make guitars. That's my job. So welcome to everybody. I'll just quickly explain to you what this is going to be all about today. I've got a few updates for you. Ed's guitar, Roland's guitar, and I'm going to take you a little tour on the guitar making website. So Carol's over there as usual on the master controls.
Not as usual.
Not as usual because I've stolen her laptop. So at the moment she can't actually answer your comments. But
I can't even see them at the moment.
You can see them, Carol. Let me get them up for you. There's the comments, look. So Carol can actually see your comments. If you've got any questions, then leave them there and Carol will shout them out to me. Yeah, a lot of you have said we should get Carol a mic, so...
Not today.
Yeah, I've got her one. She hasn't
today.
turned it on yet, though. She has to turn it on with a switch and she can turn it off at will. Unfortunately, I can't turn it on and off for her. She has to do it herself, but she can turn me on and off. Does that sound fair to you? No, nor me. So anyway, by popular demand, we've got Carol A microphone.
And remember on this thing, there's a delay, so I can't respond.
Yeah, of course. Don't forget, guys, there is a delay between when you type and when we see it. So if you've got any questions about guitar making, then leave them in the chat or the comments if it's already finished, and if you're watching this back later. And yeah, that's what we're here for, to answer your guitar making questions and maybe get you to ask a few more. So any questions, stick them in the chat and Carol will get to them. So I want to just quickly say something about the jig that we were talking about last week. So yeah, massive kudos and thanks to Darren for making us the what we think is the best value fret slotting jig money can buy currently. So I probably didn't explain very well, but the reason it's such good value compared to most is that well, on every pattern, instead of just having two, most fret scale templates you'll buy have only got 2 templates on it. Well, this one's got 6. But I did get a question as how do you make sure you're selecting the right scale length? So I'm just going to show you that if I can. I'll just show you the jig again. I probably didn't explain very well, but on the jig there is a pin. So that pin there can be moved. So you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes. And this pin, which is currently residing in the 4th one down, it can be moved. So, for instance, here's the templates that we were using. I'll show you the scales. So if I wanted to go for a PRS scale length, for instance, 25 inch, then I need this row. So all I have to do is move the pin to the 2nd row. So I think I've just got an Allen key here to push it out with. Just push it out with an Allen key, and then put it back in. on the second row. That probably be better to go in from the back actually, put it in from the back, and then we can just press it on the bench. And there's the pin come through, you see. And now if I put if I put that on, it will only ever register on the second row of pins. So you can't go wrong. So thanks to that guy who asked that question. I'm sorry we're not very good at names at the moment. But whoever asked that question, thank you very much. Great question. Sorry I didn't explain it very well the first time. The other thing is that we've had a few people buying the jig and the patterns without buying the saw, and that's perfectly acceptable. So I just wanted to also point out that you don't have to buy our saw. If you've got a saw, you might have a saw that already looks something like that, then it'll probably be just fine. I'm just going to show you that. I'll grab a saw just to show you. You can use your own saw with our jig, save yourself a bit of cash. Go on, Carol.
I can't actually read, the questions don't.
All right, you're going to get your computer back in about 5 minutes.
Look at this. There's a question here. I can't even read it.
The question is, let me make it bigger.
It's on the screen now.
How do you determine where you have to press the truss rod in the neck?
I can't actually, it's rubbish. Right. There we go. That's better.
Can you read that out now?
Right, hi Mark.
Turn your mic on.
Hi Mark. I've got a question.
Can you all hear Carol okay?
You don't want to hear me today. Hi
Carol's
Mark.
seething.
I am seething. I got a question. How do you determine where you have to place the truss rod in the neck? I mean, more to the side of the headstock or more to the side of the body? So, yeah. Position.
I think the best answer I can give to that is you need to go and have a look at the courses. Maybe I can give you a quick answer. Yes. Here we go. Here's a truss rod being done. That's where the nut is there. Just to give you a rough idea. Obviously, it can't come out of the end of the fretboard. It has to be shorter than the neck. But it depends on the type of truss rod, really. I mean, there's so many different variables. I can't really answer that today on this live stream, I've realised. The best thing I can do is suggest that you go and sign up on the courses. So at guitarmaking.co.uk, you'll find what I've done. I've spent the last 5 years putting together a course for build your own electric and build your own acoustic guitar, where you literally design and build your own guitar from scratch. And it covers everything you need to know, like truss rod placement, bridge location, neck angle, and all that stuff that people worry about. So yeah, it's a bit of a difficult question because there's different types of truss rod depending on what type of guitar you're building. And if I answer the question, I might be getting it wrong depending on the type of guitar. So I'm not going to get into that today. Go and have a look at the courses online. If you want to get access to the full courses, you'll need to become a premium member. Can you pull that off now, Carol, please?
Yeah, but can you just read this one?
Yep.
Oh, not that one.
Thanks, Super Clunk.
No, that's not the one. Oh, the mouse is stuck working.
Hey, bag press.
No, here, look, this one. Sorry.
Greetings from Indonesia. Wow, how are you doing? pull. You've got 3 pulls. Press one of them. That's it, you got it. Okay, I've knocked my camera. So I'm just going to give you a little tour now of the guitar making website. I've spent the last 5 years building what I think is the most complete and concise guitar making academy online. So you can learn how to make guitars from reading a book, or there's a million YouTube videos out there, but what there isn't is a definitive step-by-step guide to building your own guitar. So how it works is you start with a blank piece of paper and you draw a center line, and from there we go through every single step of the design process, including all that kind of stuff, scale, length, intonation, and all the kind of stuff you might not quite understand. So I clarify all that for you, and by the end of the course you'll have a working guitar that you've completely made yourself from scratch. No kits. Well, we do sell kits, but when we sell a kit, then what we're talking about is the wooden blanks, like ready to work blanks. So that's what we supply. If you want to assemble a kit, buy a kit from Amazon or something and screw that together. That's not a bad place to start, but that's not what we're about. We're about people who actually really want to make a guitar, not just assemble a kit. So let me just show you my website for those of you that don't know. And the reason I'm doing this is because somebody was asking, and frankly, most people who want to build guitars, how can I put this politely? We're all like of an age, let's say. Most of us are getting on a bit, and some of us aren't quite as tech savvy as maybe the younger ones. So I just wanted to give you just a quick tour of when you get to the website, what you can do when you get there. So Carol's got her hand up before we start. Go on then, Carol.
I want you to
hello everybody. First of all, I'm really sorry that I can't respond to anything. It's driving me nuts. Okay?
Don't worry, in 5 minutes you'll get your laptop back.
No, okay. But can you tell people that I can see the questions, I'm going to write them down and then deal with them all when you decide, because I can't.
Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do, I'll give you a little tour of the site, and then Carol's going to get her laptop back.
Thank you.
And
well, yeah, okay, I'm trying.
Yeah, but you didn't get the film ready either, so I'm going to have to do that from here as well. So
what he's forgotten, he's given me a mic that I can
stuff.
turn on. I didn't get the film ready, folks. I've sacked myself.
I told you this was a mistake, didn't I? I did warn you. Give her a microphone, and you've created a monster now. Right, so welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to my website in low resolution. Yeah, we're actually filming this with a camera because I couldn't get the we couldn't get the laptop screen to come up on our switcher because it's so old and out of date. So yeah, when you get here, you can watch the welcome video. I'll leave that as a surprise for you. I won't play that for you, but the main thing I want to show you is well, you can sign up for free, but if you want to get on the courses, then you need to scroll down. You can preview these courses, by the way. Each course has got like several free lessons where you can check out my style and get to know me before you sign up. A few reviews there. Don't have to take our word for it. Being a cack-handed oaf, I never expected to be able to complete the course, let alone create a working guitar. Mark's teachings were so good, I'm now the proud owner of the best guitar in the world. Neil. Cheers, Neil. So yes, there's
cack-handed oaf. I love that.
There's a whole stack of testimonials if you want to go and check out. You don't have to take our word for it. But this is the one you want. You want to hit this button here, enroll, and that will take you to all our premium courses once you're signed up. And also, it actually says here you get 5% off, but we did notice that all our premium members are actually getting 10% off in the shop. So make the most of that while you can. You get access to all our courses, all sorts of extra stuff, including the discount in the shop. Even if you're a free member, you can come and join the community, make friends, and you can earn hero points. Or you can just become a supporter, and you don't get access to the courses, but you get that warm fuzzy feeling. You can still earn your hero points, and you guys are our heroes because you're supporting us. So it's our premium members that actually are keeping us off the streets right now. So massive thanks to you guys. If you want to enroll, click that button and that takes you to the sign up page where you can start your premium membership today and get all the goodies. So if you look at the top, there's another menu where we've got community, courses, that's where the courses are. At the moment there aren't any workshops. This is where people come to my workshop here in the hills of South Ayrshire and build guitars here in my workshop. I'm just going to quickly show you the shop. We've got some articles and testimonials, and there you can contact us there. I'm going to quickly show you the shop, and then I'm going to show you our amazing community. So this is where you can buy your stuff, including the kits and some tools, the double-sided tape there, and this is our the fret slotting jig. And you can see if you're a member, you actually get this discount, so you get it cheaper than everybody else. So that's one good reason for signing up and becoming a premium member. If you do that, if you are considering buying a kit, for instance, then you should definitely consider signing up as a premium member first, because you'll save a lot of money. You get a big member discount for the kits. So yeah, if you're thinking of signing up, sign up first, then buy a kit. So let's just take you into the community now. So this is where we all live. So on the right hand side you can see recent posts, and here's our announcements at the top here. But if you're a new member, then what I want you to do is to go here to new members, and I'm going to show you how to say hello. So what you have to do is you have to click this red button here which says add topic, and then this box comes up with a topic title. You can just put hello, and then you can write a message there. You can also attach files, or if you're tech savvy, you can embed anything in these. So if you use an Imgur, if you've got an Imgur account or anything, then you can do that. Are you sighing over there, Carol? Are you all right over there? Carol's huffing and puffing over there. She's not happy. I'm nearly finished, Carol. Hi, I'm Mark. I love teaching folks how to build guitars. And then just click add topic, and that will go into the archive, and there it is, look, over there on the recent posts. So let me just show you a few recent posts. I'm going to show you a guitar made by Clinton, who's one of our subscribers. There, look at that. So believe it or not, Clinton made this using our course. You can read the spec. If you go to the forum, you can go and read the spec. He's called it Blue Jean, a semi-hollow body bandsman build. So what Clinton's done here, he says it's his best guitar yet. So I mean, that's a great credit to the course, and you know, it means such a lot to me that this is things actually working. You know, people are out there building instruments using my
Beautiful.
using my instructions. So massive thanks, and kudos to anybody who shares their work as well. You might have heard me mention hero points earlier. Hero points is for every piece of content you put on our website, every comment you make, every picture you put up, you're adding value to our website. You're making us look good, and I want to give you something back. So that comes in the form of hero points. So basically, for every picture you put up, then you accrue hero points, and your hero points can actually be spent in the shop, just like money. So if you get enough hero points, then you can buy, for instance, a pre-made fretboard from us. And instead of paying with PayPal or bank transfer, then you just pay with your hero points. Amazing. You don't even have to be a premium member for that. That's open to everybody. So if you're completely skint, like I was when I started this game, if you're completely skint, then come over to the forum and just start doing something interesting, add pictures and make comments, look at what other people are doing, and like everything you do basically will help accrue hero points, and you can actually spend those in the shop. So a few more pictures of Clinton's guitar. Let's get me out of the way, and then I'm just going to show you how to get on the courses. Look at that. So a hollow body guitar like this is certainly not recommended for the beginner, but Clinton had already made a few guitars before he signed up on the course, so he wasn't a complete beginner, and he decided to take this on, and I think we can all agree he's done an absolutely corking job. So well done, Clinton.
And he says it was an amazing journey.
Thank you very much for sharing that. Beautiful pictures as well, by the way. What a lovely floor you've got. Look at that. So to me, it's just amazing to see. It is just amazing to see what you guys are out there doing. Look, there's the guitar that I designed being made in Hawaii, isn't it? Clinton's in Hawaii. Carol? Yeah. So rock and roll. Thanks, Clinton. Much appreciated. If you want to read more of the story of how he did it, then he's made a bit of a thing on the forum about that, and you can follow it through. So awesome. Top job. He's gone way above and beyond the call of duty there. Excellent. So I'm just going to now show you how to get to the courses. So if you go to the top again and hit the courses button there, then that will take you to a page with featured courses, and if you scroll all the way down, you'll see at the bottom all the courses. Now some of you might notice that there's a new one, Make an Acoustic Bridge. So this is a new departure from us. It's a slight experiment, so I want you guys to go over and check this out. So take this course, and what I've tried to do here, I've tried to make it a bit like those build your own adventure books I used to read when I was younger. So it's not finished yet, this course is still a work in progress, but I decided to put it up a little bit early because one of our Salubrious members was asking about how to make a pinless bridge, and I've already got that in the can. So this is how to make an acoustic bridge, build your own adventure style. So in this course, all the acoustic bridges, they start with the same bridge blank. They've all got a saddle slot, but then you do different jobs depending on what sort of bridge you're making. So at the moment, I've got two types of bridges up, your standard bridge and your pinless bridge. Pyramid bridges is currently in work in progress, and that will be up as soon as I can get it done. But if you start watching Make Your Own Acoustic Bridge, start watching the first one, just follow the instructions on the page, make sure you read all the instructions, and it should be clear. What happens is you watch to a certain point, and then if you're making a pinless bridge, a link will come up on the screen. You click that, and then it takes you to the next section for making a pinless bridge. So instead of filming everything 3 times, I just filmed the bits that I needed to film, which were different for each bridge. And hopefully that'll work as a kind of like build your own adventure style, make your own acoustic bridge. We'll see how it goes, and if that works, we could maybe use this format again for more courses. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out to you, that today, just before we came live, I launched a new course, how to make a bridge for an acoustic guitar, and it's build your own adventure style, so it also includes pinless bridge, and it will tell you to skip back and forwards between the videos to make sure you're in the right thing. So let us know how it goes with that, folks. If it doesn't work, then send me an angry email and we'll see if we can fix it. I'll forward it to Carol, because she's livid now. Right, Carol, I think I just want to show you one more thing then. If we go back to courses, all of these courses have free previews that you can look at. Click on them and it takes you to the main course, and then there's usually an introduction and all these lessons. Click there to open the lessons, and there they all are. We have got probably over 20 hours of material altogether, including design and build your own electric and acoustic. It's probably more like 30 hours, to be honest. You don't have to watch the whole thing from start to finish. You can just mix and match and choose which bits you want to watch if you get yourself stuck. And the other main advantage of becoming a premium member, of course, is that you get to directly ask me a question. So on each course there's a button which is ask a question. There you can see, and if you click that button there, that is a direct line to me. So I'm going to go back to the forum, because I just think there's one more honorary mention we should give to I'm going to give an honorary mention to one of our members, Russ, who appears to be collating all the jokes about guitars that there are on the internet. So if you go down to Plucker's Paradise, Luthier's Jokes and Funny Stories, here you can see we're working at collecting every joke known to guitar. And Russ has taken it upon himself to do this. I might look like I'm listening to you, but in my head, I'm playing my guitar.
Yeah.
So just one thing, Russ, it would be good if you could put the source from where you got these from. That's the only thing, just in case we get sued. Or it'd be nice if people find it funny, they could go and find the person who was clever enough to make the original post. If it's you, then by all means, claim responsibility. But yeah, if you are posting something from somewhere else, it's great for us if you just include the source, and then we can go and explore ourselves. And of course, we want you to stay on our forum, but what guitarmaking.co.uk is really all about, it's about sharing the knowledge. So I'm not trying to take over the world. I'm not trying to be the best in the world. I want the Guitar Making Academy to be the best academy for guitar making online that there can possibly be. So that's what it's all about. It's about sharing the knowledge, not keeping it all to ourselves. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give Carol her computer back.
I won't be able to plug it in though, will I?
What you got to plug it into?
Thanks, Matt. Matt's saying don't be mad because they all love me.
Well, what have you got to plug it into?
I don't know.
You haven't got to plug it into anything. It's all ready to go for you.
Is it ready to go?
Yeah. So,
any questions? Or
let me just give Carol her computer back.
Thank you, Matt, for that nice comment. I'm not mad now, although I am.
Carol.
What was upsetting me was the fact that my tea tastes like coffee.
You need to make some space.
And I've just
I'll do that for you, don't worry.
just spent an hour.
Right then, questions, Carol? I know, it looks like I've been sitting here doing all the work, Carol. You've been over there doing nothing.
Thin ice. You are on thin ice. I don't know if this is too loud.
By the way, I know how this might be completely ridiculous, but if there's something in this video that you liked or found useful, don't forget to like it, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and hit the bell icon. This is one of those very rare occasions where I'm not going to actually cut any wood. Usually on my live streams, which take place every Wednesday and Saturday at 1 PM is our time. We're here every Wednesday and Saturday, and I'm usually making some sawdust of one kind or another. But we just had some questions that were relevant to those things, and so I wanted to just show you that. See, you know, not everybody's as tech savvy as us, as you lot. Not everybody is tech savvy as Carol. Not everybody's been on a forum before or used one before.
Right, well, are you gonna...
So I just wanted to show you guys that. So I'm ready for questions, Carol. Ready when you are.
Ready when you are. Thank you, Ross. Yes, we're going to try and keep laughing. We're going to try and keep... Anyway, so on that score, Eddie Cameron was saying thank you because he's not that familiar with forums. And we had somebody this week, didn't we, who signed up. Was that Steve? I don't know if Steve's watching.
Yes,
Steve
it was
C.
Steve, wasn't it?
And he
I'm no
messaged
good
to
with
say,
names.
I want to put a... He wanted to say hello to everybody. He was new to the forum and he wanted to say hello and he didn't know how to go about doing it. So hopefully that's been useful, and Eddie says he's going to replay that. So if you've got any questions about how the website works, please shout. But also, of course, that's what the community, they're really good at that. I've noticed they're really good at doing that.
Yeah, so if we don't get to your question today, then make sure to head over to the forum. It's free to sign up if you just want to be you just want to go on the forum, and there's all those free lessons that you can watch. But if you want the full-on access to the premium courses, then you need to become a premium member. So just bear that in mind. Okay,
so Clint, Superclunk says that it was an amazing journey making his sort of, what is it, like an F-hole bandsman. It's a beautiful thing.
It is. I liken it to climbing a mountain. It's like there's just one more job. There's always just one more job. It's like when you're climbing a mountain and you think you're getting to the top, and then there's just one more ridge, another ridge, and you get to the top of that ridge and there's another ridge. But it is finite and you will eventually get to the top. A lot of people think that you need to be some kind of scientist or something to make a guitar, and it's just not like that. It is more art than science. There are a few things that you need to be precise about, like the placement of the frets and the placement of the bridge and that kind of thing. And setting up a guitar, you need to be quite precise. But the shape of a guitar, and to be honest, most of the other bits, you don't need to be super accurate, and you can make a guitar any shape you like. It doesn't have to be a bandsman like we're making. What I do recommend is, if you're making your first guitar, is to start with something fairly basic. So this is a basic bandsman, actually with just one pickup. On the course, I covered the two pickups with a basic wiring diagram for the two pickups and all that. Everything you need basically to build your first or best yet guitar. So yeah, we get people, beginners and experienced folks alike, who are coming on the course and finding that they're learning something, including Superclunk, who you saw earlier. So thanks for that. We've got any more questions?
Oh, yeah. Right, so...
Right, let's have a load of quickfire questions, because that's basically it for today, and we're going to call it a day.
You've got loads of questions.
Let's do them then.
Right, so James Bissett asked a question earlier
Hey,
on,
James Bissett.
about the neck jig. There's a lot of positive comments to Bagpress in the comments about...
Yeah, it's a great design. We're really pleased with it. As you saw, I tested it for the first time on the last live stream. You can go back and watch that if you want to see me actually making a fretboard using this. But yeah, it's fantastic design. 6 scale lengths on one pattern. So that makes it a lot cheaper than any other fret scale system that I've seen. Brilliant. Well done, I say. Well done, Darren. These are available to buy on our site right now, by the way.
Am I allowed to speak?
Go on.
Okay, so James Bissett was asking about the kerf of the saw for that thing.
Great question. It's basically a standard fret saw. So I haven't actually tested it, but it's about 0.024 of an inch. 24 thousandths of an inch is about the size that you're looking for. I always recommend you buy your fret saw from the same place where you buy your frets, and then you know it's going to fit. But in my experience, nowadays, if you buy something that's calling itself a fret saw from a guitar maker suppliers, chances are it's going to fit in the jig. So this is my, this is the one that's supplied with the jig.
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah. The one that's supplied with the jig has
0.6 mil.
Right, so 0.6 mil is the same size as 0.024 inch. Cheers, Darren. I'm guessing that was you.
Okay.
But this is another saw from somewhere else, and it fits in the same jig. So you can just adjust these. You can adjust these to fit your saw. So they'll fit any saw. You don't have to buy the one supplied. So it's on to give you the options.
Yeah, Darren says that it cuts the same as the StewMac saw. So.
Yeah, so it's 0.6 mil, 0.024 kerf.
Right, and so...
For those of you that don't know, by the way, the kerf of a saw, if you cut a slot with a saw and then measure the width of the slot, that's what we mean by the kerf.
We'll get that with this microphone. One day, though, what's going to happen is I'm going to turn it on.
We need a walkie-talkie system.
It off, and
we need a
then
walkie-talkie
you'll get
system,
banned.
so when
You'll
you
get
talk, it
totally barred
turns mine off.
YouTube. Oh, he talks over me anyway. Honestly, right. So on that score, though, right, Raoul in New Zealand is building a 7-string. So he was asking in the chat about custom templates for that, and Bagpress Darren was saying that he'd obviously need quite a bit of information, you know, to be able to make custom ones. But guess that's something we can talk to him about.
What I would suggest is head over to the website and check out the fret scale templates, because there are a whole stack of them with all different scale lengths on. And you might find the scale length you like is already covered. For a 7-string guitar, we've made 7-string guitars with a 25.5 inch scale. I'm guessing you're making a longer one, but check out the ones that are already on the site, because you might just find it's already covered. I'm not going to read them all out now. I did that on the last live stream.
Okay, and just to remind that what Darren wants to say is that the saw is made in Sheffield, so it's a UK. It's
Yep,
it's an English
Sheffield
saw.
steel.
Brilliant.
Cuts on the pull stroke.
Okay, so Rock and Roller 912.
Sharper than a nun's tongue.
I'd ban you off YouTube. I would today, especially. Honestly, you've never tasted such a rough cup of tea in all your life. It tastes of coffee. Yuck. Anyway, 1-year membership, Rock and Roller says, is that still available?
It is, isn't it? Yeah. Yes, I'm pretty certain that the 1-year membership is still available. Yeah, in fact, yeah, I know it is. Yes.
And
Yes.
what's the advantage of that?
The advantage of signing up for a year is that you save. I think you save a couple of months. You save money. It's cheaper.
Okay. And just follow up. Roll's saying that he's doing fan frets and multi-scale. That's why it's not a.
You're a braver man than me, Roll.
Can't wait to see the pictures
Raoul.
of that.
Yeah, make sure to take pictures of it for us. Your fan fret.
Okay. Right. Right at the beginning, Piet, who was here. I don't know if he's still here. Piotr, we call him Piotr because I'm reading, but it might be wrong. Pete, he asked which grain fillers you use, and so did the lovely Matt Tomon. He also asked that. What grain fillers do you use?
Well, we use UV system, which is it's not really available to most mortal humans because it's ridiculously expensive. But the grain filler that I would recommend, that I am recommending, is this stuff. Just happen to have it within arm's reach. Aquacoat. This is water based, so it's safe, and it's a wonderful product for filling the grain, and it's also it's actually compatible with our UV system, so we can use it with our UV system as well. As you've brought it up, you need to know this is within arm's reach because November I am working on my finishing course. So the basically most of November I'm going to be working on how to finish a guitar. And that's our new course, which is under construction, and that's going to cover oiled finishes, matte finishes and gloss finishes, and also any colour you like, basically all the standard guitar colours. And I'm going to arm you with all the information you need to do all your own guitar finishing with a bit of luck. And that's going to include wipe-on finishes right through to if you've got a compressor and a spray gun like me. And we'll cover aerosol cans en route. So basically the whole gamut of guitar finishing, that's what November's going to be all about for me. I'll be getting that over to you guys as soon as I possibly can. Hopefully before Christmas there'll be something resembling a guitar finishing course.
Well,
Rock and roll.
Lots of people looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. Can't wait to see it myself.
I want to tell Rock and Roller 912 that I'm not unwell. It's not the virus. What it is that somebody,
I made him
and
a bad
I
cup
won't
of
mention any
coffee.
names, he made my cup of tea in a cup that I'd had coffee grinds in. I mean, that's our Saturday mornings.
I
and
didn't
so
have time, did I? I was
tea
running out of time.
I know, we've had a little bit of a panic this morning.
We had a hellish morning because nothing
And
was
TV
working.
101's just joined us. Well, apart from the fact that you were at the back
Hey
of the
TV
room,
101, 101.
you won't
How you
believe
doing?
what's happened. I couldn't,
Carol's got her own microphone now.
and I couldn't answer any questions. So
I blame
anyway,
you lot.
Right, we had Clint over in Hawaii said, how do you get your hero points? And Mike Abbott suggested you have to put your cape on, pants over the trousers and all of that.
All you have to do is get busy on the forum and you will accrue hero points. And then when you buy something, you can spend them. So you just pay as if you're going to pay with PayPal. There's an option to pay with hero points. All right. Now, if you find that it's not working, then there's something wrong, and just let me know and we'll see if we can fix that. But it should be possible for you to go and buy stuff. I don't want to, it's not just all take. We want to give as well. Bit of give and take. You support us and we support you. That's what it's all about. So yeah, if that's what floats your boat, then head over to guitarmaking.co.uk, and that's my second home. Obviously, in real life, my workshop is my first home. So we're about ready to wrap this up. If you've got any more questions before we do, now's the time to stick them in the comments. So we'll do a last round of questions. Carol's got her hand up. Got a question, Carol?
No, but you started talking about November,
Yeah.
and I just thought there's a couple of other things that you're doing, because it is November, and there's a couple of other things that you're doing in November.
You'll have to remind me.
Working on the beautiful guitars that you're working on.
You mean Ed's and Roland's guitars?
Ah.
Right, so I'll give you a little update on Ed and Roland's guitars, shall I? So those of you that have been following us for a while might notice that I also actually make custom guitars as well. Here's one I literally just put the strings on yesterday. So this is a guitar that I'm making for a guy called Ed. 2020. What a year, eh?
Hey, Yay!
What a year. Not one that we'll all want to remember, but now you've got it on your guitar. Hopefully all the bad memories will fade and all we'll remember is the beautiful guitar. So probably should have tuned it before I brought it out on the live stream.
Shiny, 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 says TV 101.
Yeah, so here's a gloss finish for you. See if we can reflect some light. Look at that. Beautiful. It's got a Celtic inlay up the back.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And the rosette.
Show the end graft, the end graft is beautiful.
End graft. Celtic.
Hold it.
And shiny, shiny, shiny. I need to put a strap stud in. No pickup in this guitar. Normally we use the strap stud with a pickup with a jack, so there isn't one of those. So I need to just add a strap stud. But to all intents and purposes, apart from just a final few tweaks, this guitar's done. So that's the bridge, like you can make in the course, and also pinless bridge covered. Pinless bridge, just like Preston's guitar, Preston Mead's guitars.
Mark, Rick, Natalie's saying you should watch your eyes on them strings.
Yes, that's why they
Wearing
recommend you put
glasses.
safety goggles on when you're working on guitars, because even a string can hit you in the eye. The end of a string can hit you in the eye, and that can hurt you. Another danger of these is if you've got plug sockets on your bench, these can go into your plug sockets. That can be interesting. So yeah, it's a good idea to snip them off. I just haven't got around to snipping them off yet because I'm still setting up the guitar. I don't like to snip the strings off until I'm happy that I've set up the guitar. So it's actually pretty much as it was assembled. I pretty much put the strings on and tuned it up, and that's it. I don't know if you can see, but action's pretty good. Everything looks pretty good.
Mark, Eddie Cameron's saying, what is your preferred material for, preferred wood, sorry, for acoustic bridges?
I like ebony because of the way it polishes up. It polishes up absolutely beautiful. Also rosewood is lighter, probably more resonant. Hard to choose between the two. If I was really had to choose, rosewood for tone. If I was doing any kind of inlay on it, I would choose ebony because ebony is a lot easier to inlay. So that's Ed's guitar. And here's a little update on Roland's. So Roland's is actually going to become part of the finishing course because I wanted to show you how to finish a guitar where the fretboard is also finished. So it's much easier to build a guitar like this, where the fretboard is made from a dark hardwood like rosewood or ebony, and then it doesn't need to be sprayed. We just put a coat of lemon oil on. If it's a light colour like this, like maple, or in this case satin wood, then it would get dirty really quick. Grubby fingers would make the lighter wood dirty really quick. And so to stop that, what we do is we spray the fretboard. And in this case, it's got a full gloss on it. You can see that. Full gloss. And so on the course, I'll also be showing how to make it. Oh, look at that. Look at the figure on that, Roland.
What is it, Mark?
It's satin wood. And it's got these fancy inlays that we did. I also did that on a live stream.
Not seen very well.
So if you want to know how I actually made those,
Can't see them. They just look like black dots, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, there we are. That's it.
there you go. An aluminium circle with, I think it was green heart in the centre. So they're wooden centre with an aluminium outside on these dots. Gorgeous. So there's Roland's guitar, and I'm just about ready to glue the neck in now. I've got to do a bit of sanding and glue the neck in, and then that's going to be sprayed as part of the finishing course. So this is going to happen in November. Just one other thing to note, in case you're worried, Roland, I haven't finished this bit yet. Roland has specified, this is a standard heel that you'd get on a normal style of guitar. Roland's actually specified he wants this to blend smoothly into the guitar. So I've got an extra bit of work to do that. Maybe I'll film that and put it up as a video for you guys. It's something that I do get asked for occasionally. I'm not overly keen on, because I don't really think it has any massive advantage. But it looks nice, and you know, if a guy requests something on a custom build, then I'm certainly going to do it, aren't I? Look at that. Look at the wood on that.
Unless it's a folding neck. You'd say
Yeah,
no to
there are certain things that I do turn down. There's some things that I just think are bonkers, and I'll just say to you, look, that's bonkers, I'm not going to do it. But if you've got a good reason for it, then I might just do it anyway. Even if it is bonkers, as long as it's physically possible. So, one more question.
Well, no, it's got to...
So Mike Abbott's saying, oh, he's feeling the need for another guitar coming on. Naughty Mike, honestly.
Yeah, there's a joke about that if you go over to the forum. I think Russ has got you covered.
Well, and also, I can't remember his last name, but I want to say thank you. There was a guy called Graham who, I don't know if he's catching up, watching back copies of, back issues of the live stream, what am I like? And he put on a post this week, which was, 29 minutes in to on a particular video, and we saw this, and sometimes those comments are actually spam, and we delete them, you know, but this one didn't look like spam, so we went and looked at it, and it was hilarious, and I want to thank him because...
Any idea what it was, so we can tell people?
I don't know, it was the one where you were routing the
yeah, I remember what it is. It's Making the Neck Part 2. It's 30 minutes in.
Oh, 29!
What
29
I did was
minutes.
when shortly into lockdown, what I did was I decided to build a guitar completely from scratch, live in front of the cameras on YouTube, which we did. I made a playlist on the guitar making channel, Build Your Own Guitar Live or something it's called. And so on part 2, which is Making the Neck, about 29 minutes in, me and Carol have a row. Just for a change. It's never happened before, has it?
But
It'll probably never happen again, will it, Carol?
No, never. But what I thought was, listen, if anybody comes across
if you want to
anything
see us have a row,
amuses them, just would you email us, because there's that much material we can't possibly go back through it ourselves. But if you come across something that amuses you, then please do get in touch. Email me especially, because I like I like to see them. So, yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Send us your favourite clips. So yeah, I told you it was a bad idea, didn't I? She's got her own microphone now. That's it.
Well, and I've got my computer back.
So
and hopefully next week I'll have a nice cup of tea. Thank you. It's been lovely. It's been a pleasure, everybody.
It has been fun. Thank you, guys. If you've persevered to the end of this, then kudos to you. Massive thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and all that stuff what YouTube likes us to do. If you want to see the channel grow, then it's really over to you guys. We're putting this live stream out twice a week at the moment, and somebody needs to tell YouTube if it's any good or not. So yeah, thank you very much. Carol's got her hand up again.
Oh, just like a kite says, is there a bickering section on the forum?
There probably will be soon. So thanks, guys. Much appreciated.
Proper cup of tea now.
Yeah, I'm going to go and make Carol a proper cup of tea.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Back to normal next week.
Yeah, back to normal.
See you Wednesday.
Carol will have her computer from the start next week, and she won't be seething in the corner for the first half of the show. So we'll see you on Saturday. By the way, if you've got any ideas for what you want me to cover, you know, I've got my bench, I've got my tools. We've got 4 or 5 cameras now. We've got 6 cameras now. We keep acquiring more cameras. We've got our close-up cam and our roaming cam and our 4 cams from every angle on the bench, so that we can show you whatever it is you want to know from every angle. Awesome. So brilliant, yeah. Of course, if you are interested in making guitars and all that kind of thing, you're going to learn pretty soon that the most important thing is to check twice and cut once.